Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I'm going to tell you about my article review assignment. Now, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Agrita Cahya Farahdiba. I'm from class 4B from Department English Education, Faculty of Educational Sciences at Islamic State University Syarif, Hidayatullah, Jakarta. And now, I want to tell you about the steps that I will explain that my assignment. The first is mention the title without the order of my 10 articles. The second is explain each articles. The third or the last is discuss the relation between one article with another article. Okay, now the title of my articles are first is how make teacher enable self-confidence, a review study. The second is can bad weather improve your memory, an obtrusive field study of natural mood effect on real life memory. The third is appraising qualitative research articles in medicine and medical education. The fourth is connecting the dots between news articles. The fifth is generating summaries of multiple news articles. The sixth is how to improve reading skill in Dyslexics. The effect of high frequency rTMS. The seventh is humble servant of the discipline, self-mentioned in research articles. The eighth is Sibutramine reduce food intake in non-dieting women with obesity. The ninth is unlocking the science of how kids think. And the last is the use of technology in English language learning, a literature review. Now, I want to explain each articles. First is how my teacher enables self-confidence, a review study by Professor McLellan. This article gives a capacity for reflective thought, means that we are as a teacher are able to think about how others see us and who we are. However, the educational literature is thin in its discussion of what self-confidence is or might be. Referred to largely as a good thing, self-confidence seems to be some ethereal capacity which person apparently lost or gained. Put plainly, teachers need exemplification how self-confidence can be promoted. The second is can bad weather improve your memory? An obtrusive study of natural mood effect on real life memory by Giuseppe Forgas, Gondelberg, Christian Ankelbach. This paper aims to explore the influence on naturally occurring happy and sad moods induced by the weather or on the accuracy of remembering scans in a real-life setting. We expect that people in a negative mood should engage in more attentive and accommodative processing and should remember incidentally encountered detail in a shop better. Mood ratings on the good, bad, and happy, sad scales were highly correlated and were combined into a single measure of mood valence. Results confirmed that the predict mood differences. People in the positive mood condition report significantly better mood than did people in the bad mood condition. The third is Appraising Qualitative Research article in Medicine and Medical Education by Lucot and John Turkin. The purpose of this article is to present a new grid design to help clinical teachers better understand this research approach and especially to help them appraise article in medicine and in medical education. It will also be useful to practitioners who are teaching the critical appraisal of scientific publication in their respective setting. Interpreting the result means explain them and giving them meaning in terms of the purpose of the study and its applicable within the theoretical framework used. The fourth is connecting the dots between news articles by Daphna Sanaf and Carlos Guesterin. In this paper, we describe the problem of connecting dots. Our goal is to help people fight information overload by providing a structured, easy way to navigate between topics. We explore different desired properties of A good story formalized is it as a linear program and provided efficient algorithm to connect to articles. The purpose of the research are constantly struggling to keep up with the larger and larger amounts of content that is being published every day. With this much data, it is often easy to miss the big picture. The writer believed that the ability to connect dots and form a logical, coherent story lies at the basis of understanding a topic. And the fifth is generating summaries of multiple news articles by Kathleen M.C. Keown and Dragomir R. Radev. This article is present a natural language system which summarizes a series of news articles on the same event. The findings and conclusion from this article is the system was developed under somewhat primitive conditions, without the ability to access and change the interpretation component of the system, without access to the full set of current output produced by a message understanding system, and without an existing corpus of summaries. By identifying the characteristic of this phrase, we can use this seed set to guide and control further automatic analysis. Such a corpus will also allow for evaluation of the generated summaries. Development of an evaluation product will require additional work to develop a set of good metrics. And then the sixth is how to improve reading skill in dyslexics, the effect of high frequency rTMS by Floriana Costanzo, Denny McKinney, Carlo Cartagiron, Massimiliano Oliveri, and Stefano Vicari. The authors want to determine whether high frequency repetitive transcranial magnetic stimulation HFRTMS over areas that are underactive during reading in dyslexics would improve reading of dyslexic adult. We applied 5HZ TMS over both left and right inferior parietal lobe or EPL and superior temporal gyrus or STG, pure to word, non-word, and text reading alone. The conclusion the authors provides the first evidence that distinctive facilitation of neural pathways known to be underactive in dyslexics transitorily improves their reading performance. Such ameliorative effect might open new perspectives for the development of long-term specific treatments for dyslexia. And the seventh is humble servant of the discipline, self-mentioned in research article by Ken Hyland. The aim of the present study, it has to be said that these are issues worth addressing and exploring further with our students. Only by developing a rhetorical consciousness of the kind of features I have discussed in this paper can we help them gain control over their writing and meet the challenges of academic writing in either a first or second language. The egg is Sibutramine reduced food intake in non-dieting women with obesity by Barbara Girols, David Gisai, Michael L. Toward, and John S. Albrecht. This article discusses about pharmacotherapy has been used to treat obesity for more than 40 years. The first goal of the present study was to be associated with a dose-related decrease in body weight. The results show that SIB reduced energy intake in women with obesity who were not attempting to lose weight. The aim of the present study was to determine an effect of SIB on neurotransmitters that influence macronutrient selection needs, not be the only explanation for the reduction in fat intake. The decreased hunger associated with SIB could have direct participants toward food that they have learned are not as filling or satiating as others. Whatever the explanation for difference is in macronutrient intake, this study has demonstrated a significant and substantial effect of is SIB on the reduction of energy and gram intakes in healthy, non-dieting women with obesity. The nine is Unlocking the Science of How Kids Think by Daniel T. Willingham. The first goal of the present study was to all teachers can face problems for which their education leaves them unprepared. How she responds to a child in a novel situation will depend in part on her beliefs about the cognition, emotions, and motivation of the children. Naturally, the ultimate aim would be improved student learning, but I would suggest that three other types of measurement be collected in parallel. First, we must be sure that teachers retain the psychological principle they are taught. Second, we must be confident that they are not only know the principle, but they also know how to use them in lesson plans. The third, we must be confident that they actually do use the principles in their teaching. And then the 10 or the last is the use of technology in English language learning, a literature review by Muhammad Riza Ahmadi. And this article discussed about the use of technology has become an important part of the learning process in and out of the class. Every language class usually used some form of technology. Technology has been used to both help and improve language learning. Technology continues to grow in importance as a tool to help teachers facilitate language learning for their learners. The study focused on the role of using new technologies in learning English as a second or foreign language. The review revealed that when technology is used appropriately, it can bring about a lot of advantage to teachers and learners. It is research that can be used by learners because it helps them solve their learning problems and find methods to use what they have learned in ways that are effective and meaningful. In addition, it also helps in self-understanding, doesn't stop interaction with the teacher, and creates high motivation in learners for the effective learning of language skill. Okay, and now I will discuss the relation in each article that I have ever read. These articles are mostly research. There are few that articles are non-research. Almost all of the article is using the same method. That is taking an example for the student or learners in somewhere and then they make them as example for their research. And then this article is mostly talking about the new sciences and mostly aimed to people who are educated like teacher, students or learners, doctors, nurses, authors, journalists, etc. And also this article is educated and give the new knowledge from reading these articles. Okay, I think that's all from me. I do apologize for all my mistakes. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.